Welcome everyone to our official 2017 Hilo post-training launch training. I want to say that is in February or January of this year. There was a huge launch down in Florida, which George and I flew down and we stayed with Ed, had a really great time. And we met the top leaders in world. And they shared with us what they're doing that has created their huge momentum that they're having with this business. And it's a simple 3-step process, which is genius, which we always wanted to do because we've been in the industry for 27 years, but we didn't have the leadership or the vision of people to put it together, and we just never did, and they did, meaning a simple video pass out, which is how 27 years ago, that's what inspired me to totally change our lives in network marketing. And they had done that very successfully. So we came back home, we shared it with everyone, and everybody has been experiencing growth like it's unbelievable. What took us, we got involved on August, September, October, November, December, January. What it took us to do in 7 months, in 7 weeks, we doubled that. And it's all thanks to this training that we're about to share with you. That was a video that I had there. I'm just going to pass that. Excuse me, I'm using also slides that are from before also. So there's a couple little things in there. But anyhow, you know, this business that we have here is truly, truly a home-based business. Here we are, George and I were up here on a mountain lake sharing, and we're working. I mean, we can take it anywhere with us, and it is just so awesome. In the old days, we wouldn't have been able to do that. We would have had to get dressed and go to a meeting. We don't have to do that anymore. As long as you have the internet, which is sporadic here, but we have it, you have a business. As long as you have your cell phone, you have a business. And there's a major shift in the industry, getting back to that. People are tired of going out to, purposely meet people to help their business grow. They're tired of stocking up products, and they're tired of going to meetings. I'm not even going to ask how you guys may or may not be dressed at this meeting, but that's the whole point. You just go to the meeting and you go back to your life, which is really, really cool. And the future is in wearable technology. And this is really important right here because in our industry, in network marketing or multi-level marketing, the 3 major categories is personal care, nutrition, and service industries. There's never been a successful technology industry that has been able to capture network marketing. And Mr. Fabio Gaudi's whole purpose in this was he did not say, well, I'm going to move this through network marketing. He chose network marketing to move his products because he believes that is like technology, the wave of the future. He's giving every one of us this opportunity. Forbes magazine says, looking for a competitive advantage, try crushing the competition by becoming a leader in your category. Our category, technology. And when you look at our business as a whole, it was like, I was really getting frustrated in what we were doing. I loved the products. I had an organization, but we felt like we were trying to go fast in rush hour traffic. And that's what makes this so incredible, what we have here, because it's like we can go down a country road, a flat country road as fast as we want. There's no police around. And that's where we are now.
Just a highway.
It's just a super highway. And this is really important too, because those who look entirely at the past and present will surely miss the future. These Procter & Gamble, Mary Kay, A.L. Women's, to name a few, they actually struck when the markets were emerging. There's never been a multi-million-dollar company become huge without emerging market trends. And that's what we have here with wearable technology and where the world is and where we are today. And how about apps? Worldwide, downloads were up 15% year over year. Time spent in apps up 25%, and revenue paid to developers increased by 40%. It's a growing market of hundreds of billions of dollars by 2020. And the reason why I say that is because this Hilo is app-based, which makes it a total category creator. This fall, we're launching The blood glucose monitoring. Right now, everyone knows, everyone's seen the video. We already have our blood pressure, our heart rate, EKG. Blood glucose monitoring, we've invested $30 million to acquire this technology. If only 1% of diabetics alone decide to implement a HELO to monitor their blood glucose levels, it's $2 billion in revenues, which will be $1 billion to us. It's incredible. 1% of the globally have the app. It's another $2 billion a year in residual income. This is huge, guys. And everybody on this call couldn't be more perfectly positioned, because we are positioned to ride this huge wave, which is just a little water lap right now. Now, our system of duplication is very, very simple. All we do is text a message, private message. Some of you out there, and George included, likes to talk on the phone. That's cool. But the thing is you keep it very simple. You start with these few phrases, whichever you feel comfortable with. This one right here, you might want to take a screenshot of it. If you knew by the year 2020, there would be an emerging tech market worth $34 billion of revenue, and if you could have the #1 technology product that in the entire revenue space, would you want to know more about it? That simple. You ask them that, send them the video. Technology is speed and money loves. We have the technology, and this is a money generator, huge. This is really strange. Becoming a diamond is as simple as 1, 2, 3. You teach, you train, and you duplicate. For years in our other business, I had a real challenge with this, because I especially in my beginning, okay, what do I teach? What do I train? What do I duplicate? Because everything was so complicated. They had this teacher and that trainer and this and that. It's like, whoa, what do we do here? So it was really, really confusing to me. We've narrowed it down to the simple. And why this is so important, why duplication is so important, is when you have a simple duplicatable process, that's how you get the massive momentum growth in any industry. Take McDonald's. They have a duplicatable system. You can go anywhere in the world, you're going to get the same McDonald's, the same Big Mac, the same French fries, because they have gotten that system, that teaching and training in a duplicatable system down to a science. I don't know about you, but I don't want to sling burgers, but I do want to pass out videos, and that's all we do. We text a 2-minute video. They want more information, we introduce them to the 7-minute video. They want more information, you show them the video on the comp plan. They want more information, you get them on the webinars or 3-way with a senior partner. Yes, you bring them on board. Next, yes, you bring them on board. No, next. Now that no, to me, is not a next. It's like put them on
next week
for the
next
future.
Month.
You know, something happens when there's when the mosquito shield comes out. Hey, when the BioZen comes out. Hey, look what happened. It's as simple as that. Now again, if you knew that by the year 2020, there would be an emerging tech market worth $34 billion in revenue. And if you could have the #1 technology product in that entire revenue space, would you want to know more about it? Or all I want you to do is watch this 2-minute video. And if this makes business sense to you, give me a call. Very, very simple. Or, OMG, have you seen this? I use this a lot with my really personal friends. OMG, have you seen this? It's like, you talk to them a lot. It's really simple. And you send a video. Now, the videos, you got to forgive me because these slides, we usually do this on George's computer, which is an iMac, so it's not, we can't take it with us. So some of these that I have here are dated slightly. We have a replicating website, which is purely choice. You can get it for $20, $30, or $40, depending on the amount of technology that you know. There's autoresponders in there. There's you can schedulers and everything. And in the $40 one, you can even change. You can create your own if you want to. I'm not computer geeks, so I stay away from that. But there's some of you on the call that do. I created a YouTube playlist also with the 3 videos. However,
Bed 24 will be here shortly. Bed 24 will be here shortly.
I would like to also just jump in here. Guys, if you're on the call, go ahead and mute your phones if you can. I wanted to back up here a little bit, back up one, please. On this replicating website, again, this is completely optional, but Vickie just showed you a slide where what you're going to do is you're going to make that first introduction. Then you're going to give them another video for the 7-minute video. Then you're going to get them on a webinar. Well, the reason we chose a replicating website was because we eliminated that extra time in communications. Whenever they get a video from us on this replicating website, what happens is they then can put in their information and move on and get the next video themselves.
Yeah.
So we really have speeded up the process by having a replicated website, and of course now we'll go into the free. So I just wanted to explain to you why we have this.
Yeah, and also that you bring a good point too, because whenever they sign in, we've captured their information. And I know that sometimes follow-up can be difficult. Sometimes you forget about somebody that you didn't follow up with. Well, when they go into the system, they're going to get autoresponders, which is really, really good. And then you get notified when they go back to the site too. So it's pretty cool.
And we have team players here that can all help you with those autoresponders and, answer any questions for you. So we can make it work pretty easily.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's like a copy of the page. This is the YouTube website. You can see I have all 3 videos here. I will explain. The links are coming, and it is in a playlist, so they can actually have the option if they are really interested. They can go ahead and watch all 3 right there. Okay, now the YouTube links. Okay, the YouTube links. I've got to bring out one again. These are older slides. The 2-minute video, I shortened them, tinyurl.com/Hilo 2-minute video, and the 7-minute video. The comp plan, make note of this, that's a typo. It is tinyurl.com/Hilo comp plan. There should be a Hilo there.
Interesting enough, guys, if you use these videos, it's really simple. They go to the 2-minute video, you give them the 2-minute video link. And once they're there, they can watch the next ones automatically. They're going to show up. Yeah. It's our YouTube site. And we're just basically have this set up for free users so that everybody can do this business. No one is left out. You don't have to have a website. All this is available for you for free.
And I want to bring another point up, and please write this down too. Hilo.life. That is the replicating website. But the Hilo.life you can use for free. You just don't get all the other things. And what I've been in our newer slides, I kind of changed things around a little bit and emphasized that more, because what's happening is our leaders are creating some awesome videos. And I can't keep up with it. I can't, because I got to find them on YouTube, download them, upload them, create a tiny URL and everything. And by that time, it's probably outdated anyhow. So these videos are all good. They all explain everything. But if you go to Hilo.life, you can use it for free. You just don't get all the other bells and whistles, and everything will be updated right there. And so anyhow, anyone could do this. The system is literally for anyone. I mean, I could probably put that little note on my dog and he could walk around the neighborhood and bring somebody in. Oh, what's this? Hilo.life? Let me look at this. You just got to capture the vision for yourself. You have to have the vision. You have to have your dream. You have to know. You have to have that desire, that burning desire to walk through fire to do this. Because it's not easy to do this every single day, because you have to be consistent and persistent. But we have the system. It makes sense. It totally works with your phone, with Facebook. You send it to your friends, a text, and that's all you do, guys. Now, this is part of the diamond training right here. Now, I want you to remember, Ed and George are going to talk about how simple our system is. It's a matter of 2 and helping them get 2. But for those of us that really want to go for it and go full blast and get to diamond quicker, you want to go this route right here, which is basically step one for everyone. Step one is actually you get yourself. You get a helo for yourself. You get the family pack. You get the premium pack. You get a single helo. You get the Biozen. Whatever floats your boat, that's what you do. And there are advantages to going other ways, which George and Ed are going to explain to you very shortly. You don't have the money, find a way, guys. You don't want to miss this. It's just too big. If you really want to change your life, you'll find a way to get a helo. Number two, you want to become a team builder. Get your two. That's all it takes, 2 people. You want to do this within 24 to 48 hours. This is critical. This is critical to getting to diamond as quickly as possible. And it's all in the numbers. 10 texts, you're going to get 1 to 2 people that are seriously interested. Step number 3, become a team developer. Team developer, you have 2, you help them get 2. That's it. Your first week, you want to do this your first week. So your first 24 to 48 hours, you want to become a team builder. Your first week, you want to be a team developer. It's vital. And this is the most important rank there is. You get matching income. You do it one time for life. Ed and George are going to explain this very shortly here to you also. And, you know, one time for life, you don't have to worry about ever losing that. I know in other companies, you get to a certain title and you don't meet your qualifications, you lost that title. This opens up your income for life, guys. Amazing, amazing. Now, to become a diamond and beyond quicker, you want to just duplicate that effort. Once you become a team builder, once you get your team builders, then you want to bring 4 more on each side. 5 team developers on the left and 5 team developers on your right, diamond. It's that simple. Need for speed, the final 5, because it was 5/5, you become a team builder, unlocks the organization, team developer, matching income, most important rank, 1 time for life. Number 3, diamond. Number 4, double president. 5, grand president. Become a grand president millionaire in 3 cycles. And I'm going to let...
Just going through this. We're going to go ahead and let everybody else talk about this.
Okay, so I'm just going to... Okay, so... Okay, I think I'm done here now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm done here. So I'm good. You want to use any of these, or is he going to?
Yeah.
Which you want to use?
I don't know what's next. You got another side. I've never seen this size. So.
Okay, I just like.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, guys. I'm going to let. I just want to say a couple things today, and then I'm just going to go ahead and let Ed take over today and talk to you a little bit about the money and how we're getting paid and how simple and lucrative it really can be without any requalifications to maximize your income. But, you know, today I want everybody to realize that last week they did a purge of all the free users, all right? And I've been asked by people joining now, if I sign up for free, what's going to happen? And I have to say, I don't know. I didn't go down that route, okay? And you need to tell everybody, we don't know what's going to happen. You didn't go down that route yourself. And we know now that we're not going to have free users in our system very long. And I don't know if somebody joins for free and sits there for 2 days or whatever, if they're going to be flushed out again, because we don't have that 30-day free user program anymore. So it's really, we're at the point in time now that our people should know that when they join, they get a pack. When they join, you get a pack. We don't sign people up as free users anymore. You know, also, one more thing that I'd like to bring up is somebody asked me yesterday that they had a seasoned network marketer and they wanted to do things a little bit differently with them. And guys, I want to tell you something. If you have a seasoned network marketer, when I look or think about what a seasoned network marketer is, I think successful network marketer. or somebody that has been in network marketing at different marketing companies looking for the right one. A seasoned network marketer is looking for a team of people that are doing everything correctly. They're looking for a team that has a system. We have a system. We have a team. We want to introduce them to that system. We want to introduce them in the steps of professional network marketers, and that's what we have here. And that's why our teams are growing. That's why people are actually seeing spillover into their organizations, whether they're working or not. That's why everybody has this excitement level, and that is what a seasoned network marketer is looking for. So we don't want to do anything different for them. We want to set them through the process exactly the way we would the average working person. Okay? And this is also a working person's deal as well. But so, you know, we don't do anything different for anybody. It's always the same. Now, I will say there's one thing that's not on any of these slides that I say. It's my personal favorite. I never deviate from it. When I introduce myself, if somebody says to me, "What do you do?" I always say the same thing. Myself and a group of friends are launching a technology into the United States. Every single time, they always say, "What is it?" And I tell them, "It's wearable technology. Let me send you some information." That simple. I never change. I call up every one of my prospects before I send them a video, and I say, myself and a group of friends are introducing and launching a new technology into the United States. And I want to send you some information. That's it. From there, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and let Ed take over. Ed, appreciate you taking over for us today, and take it away.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, can you see my slideshow?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for being on this webinar this morning. Here I am in Miami, Florida. Actually, I'm across the street from the world headquarters office. I have the opportunity to kind of see this company grow from an idea, a vision, to what it's becoming today, almost like a household a word that people are asking us on what is going on with this company. And I can tell you that in the last 8 months, I've seen the growth from relative unknown, trying to like convince people about this company being here and staying here, to getting the understanding from the top leaders in the industry that we are real and that the company is thriving. So it's very exciting times today. And what I'm going to go over is what I learned from the top money earners in this company, the most successful network marketers in the world. And I say that with a very, very confident conviction, because I've had a chance to not only meet these people, but have them at my home and actually look into their eyes and see how they really built this organization with this system. It's a very simple system. It's not easy because you have to structure it correctly, but it's simple. And in the simplicity of it is the duplication that you're able to create from that initial start of your business. And when I say start, the way you start this business means everything. And I'm going to go over some very special information that I put together, because I think I've been getting a lot of questions lately. George kind of talked about that before, how, you know, a lot of people look at this and say, well, you know, I may start this way or that way, or, you know, I may catch up later. I'm going to show you why it's so important. If you're really looking at this long-term as a successful business, why it's so important to start correctly and continue to build your organization in that fashion. Now, this compensation plan, it's in your back office. You can download it, the full slideshow. What I did was I just took those slides and condensed it down to a handful of slides so that we can simply kind of go over it and understand what it really means to go through all those slides and understand the simplicity of this program. So first of all, it's called the 4-ways system. And these 4-way system, if you look at this page, it looks like a baseball diamond. It's very simple to look at it and understand and follow because it's self-explanatory. If you look at how you start with step number 1, make your sale. And I like to say, I don't like to sell, but I like to buy. I like to buy things. And that's why I do this business. It gives me an opportunity to buy more things that I like to buy. So you start with making your sale. You register your name, your information in the back office, and then you make a sale or a purchase for yourself, whether it's a Hilo or a family pack. We're going to talk about the family pack. This is the diamond training. This is the fast track way to start correctly and keep it correctly through your whole organization. Now you can start any way you like. It's a personal preference. I'm just giving you the top way to get started and the most efficient way to get started, especially if you're busy, if you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of time to waste. This is the way to go. So you make the sale to yourself. So you select the family pack, and I'm going to pick that as an example because obviously with a family pack, you're going to get the most return for your time. So you select the family pack because not only will you get the highest commissions from people also coming into that family pack position, but you're also going to unlock what we call your 3 business centers. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in the next few minutes. But that's critical. That's critical because that is something that you open from day 1. And from that point forward, you can start looking forward to those 2nd and 3rd business centers by beginning the correct way. All right? So I'm going to give you the ideas of how I got started and how you can get started, but I'm going to give you the reasons why it's very critical to understand what those 2nd and 3rd business centers mean from day 1. Okay? Now, once you begin with your position, with your purchase of your family pack, and when you think about it, the family pack, you get 5 for the price of 4. You can sell 4 or share 4 with your family, and you can basically keep the 5th one for free and have a free business because you basically sold all 4 that you got from the company. So if you have a family, you share with them, you have a better value. Instead of buying them separately, you can get 4 and get 5 for free, the 5th one free. Okay, so you're going to build your team, and that is step number 2. That's very easy to kind of relate to. 2 is two teams, okay, your right and your left team. And those 2 teams are also going to begin in the same manner. This is the proper structure of your organization. So you have your 2 partners, the CEO, they're going to be the vice president and co-founder or treasurer, whatever you want to call it, this corporation for yourself, okay? So those 2 are going to be very critical in starting your organization because you're going to start at the highest level with your team. Now, everyone can participate after that at a whatever level, and that's okay. You welcome them to your organization. But those 2, you want to make sure that they're setting your success from the beginning. So everyone that comes in after that, that's fine. They can walk in the door, but you got to open up those doors, and they have to be structures that are correctly created. So you're going to have your 2 business partners come on board, and you're going to have your team established. Now, if you stay there at those 2, and they do exactly the same thing you did, and their teams always do the same thing that you did and they did, you will have a multi-million-dollar organization. It's already been proven. The top earner in this company has already established that precedent. So it's not something that is an experiment. It's not something that we're just trying to figure out. It's already been done several times. Okay. So step number 3, you share the company revenue. Now the company will pay you for every revenue entering those 2 organizations that are beginning the same way you began your project here. So they're duplicating, they're creating their portals, their business centers, and you will share in every revenue of those 2 organizations as far down as they can go. Okay? And that's very important, because if they start right and they stay right, they will duplicate right, and they will expand very rapidly in a very viral motion, and you will earn from everything in that organization. Okay? So that sharing in the revenue is a byproduct of correctly structuring your business from the first 2 steps, which, by the way, you have total control of. You have the control of how you get started. You have the control of how you want to proceed. And now you're sharing the revenues at the highest levels. Okay? And what does that bring you to? Step number 4. You live a new lifestyle. Money isn't everything, but money does make life a little more comfortable. When you go to the doctor, you can't smile and have the bill paid. Everyone needs a sense of financial stability to actually have a decent life, especially with things going on around the world today. You need money to get ahead. You need money to pay your rent, your mortgage, and just live a better life, okay? So here we are in a new lifestyle. The company will reward you with their own recognition of your new lifestyle, of your new accomplishments, because they're going to pay vacations, they're going to give you luxury items, they're going to bring you around the world and basically host you, because you are helping them bring their products to the market. Okay, now let's look at these 4 main revenue streams that we call the 4-way system. Every person that comes in directly to you, you know you get your 10%. 10% on every person on the price of the item. That's very easy to figure out. It's $320 a kilo, it's $32 commission on that. And that's fast sales. When we say fast sales, we understand it's not fast start. In other companies, they say you can get that within the first 10 days, first 30 days. They don't play those games here. You get that whenever that sale is done. You just see it in your back office fast. So that person can get a kilo today, can get a kilo next month, can get a kilo next year. You will still see that fast 10% sale. Okay. Team volume commission, 10 to 20%. According to your team, you get started correctly, you go to the 20%, they get started correctly, they go to the 20%, and so forth. Okay. You only need 2 referrals, and all of them start in the same fashion, and you're at the top level from day 1, and then you get the matching bonuses when they get there too, and you're a team developer, and the rest is history. Very, very simple. The loyalty membership is optional. If you consider this a serious business, I would seriously consider the loyalty membership. You don't have to pay this out of your pocket. If you're looking at this from the point of the way that I'm looking at it, and George is looking at it, and everyone else that's doing it correctly, you have commissions there from day 1, from the first week, the first month. You get paid 3-4 times a month here. By the second month, you'll have 2, 3, 4 payments in your back e-wallet that you can select to have $59 out of that deducted for the membership. Okay, so they've never seen my credit card since day 1. Okay, and neither will they see yours. Do it correctly. All right. So you become a member, you build your team, you earn the maximum revenue, and you enjoy the lifestyle that world can give you. I always say this is not about giving you more stress. You probably got that from your job or your other business. This is not about financially ruining your lives. You're probably spending a lot of money on other things. This is about giving you a little more what maybe you can use today. A little more money, a little more time, so that you can enjoy that money later on and enjoy your life with your family and friends. That's the four-way system. It's a simple system. Get started correctly and proceed correctly. Now, what I'm going to do now, I have my iPad. I'm going to give you a visual of that third business center and why it's so important to have those business centers from day one. You just get started here. I'm going to share my iPad screen and give you this information. Okay, here we go. All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we could see it, Ed.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so what I have here is an example of how your organization will grow from day one. Okay, now, when you start the business with the family pack, you will start with 3 business centers. Okay, you will build your first business center within the next few years. Okay, that's your 2 people that you put in from the beginning. Okay, those 2 individuals will grow, and that is represented on this chart by the black lines, 1 right and 1 left. Okay, now as you grow your organization from today, that creates volume that you get paid on every week. So what happens is your first week, you get paid on whatever happens in your first business center. Okay? And so forth the second week. And let's fast forward 3 years. Okay? In 3 years, you probably collected hundreds of thousands of dollars from each one of these teams. Okay? And that is your first business center. Okay? Now, because you began your business with 3 business centers, okay, all of the volume, all of the money that you're earning from these lines are reserved for you. That's all saved for you since day one because you have 3 business centers. Okay. Now, in 3 years, you've earned hundreds, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars from your organization of your first business center, and you decide that you want to open up your second business center. That is represented by the green line. Once you begin your second business center, which is here, the green line, you can start building that line and start collecting from that line calculated with your business center left. All of the money that you already earned from business center left from day one will be waiting for you there to be collected from the new business center as it matches up with your second team. Okay? And you start earning your second business center by already collecting from what you already earned in the first place. Okay? Now, what happens if you decide to open up just one business center because you got one helo, and in 3 years decided, well, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get a 1,000, whatever the business center, 3 business center would cost at that point, I don't know. And I'm going to open, I want 3 business centers. Well, that's great, because you will start at that point and you will start collecting from that point forward. Okay? You might as well forget about all of this that you already created in the first 2 years. Okay? The same thing will happen with your 3rd business center. Everything you created in the first couple of years on your right business center, you can start collecting with your 3rd business center also. But again, if you started with one business center because that's all you bought at the beginning, you're not going to have your right team waiting for you to be collected on again. So you will start somewhere up here and start all over again, creating another business center basically from scratch. Okay. Now this is top level strategy. And let me just bring it up to your attention that the top earner in the company has been with the company 4 years, has earned $24 million, and she's only on her first business center. Okay. She hasn't opened up her 2nd and 3rd. Okay. She hasn't needed the 2nd and 3rd yet for her earnings at this point. Okay. And she will collect from all those other business centers as she opens them whenever she decides to open them. So that gives you an idea how from the beginning you can start accumulating all 3 business centers. You can start setting up one leg on each business center from day one, so that when you decide to open up your 2nd and 3rd, you will have one leg already built. Okay? I wanted to share this with you because I know we get a lot of questions. Can I upgrade later? Can I figure this out later? I don't know. I did it this way. I bought my 3 business center from day one. So I'm building my 2nd and 3rd from day one. All of the volume that I created from day one is there waiting for me for the 2nd and 3rd. So this is the proper way to do it. This is the best, most efficient way to do it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's already done for you in 3-4 years when you decide to open up your 2nd and 3rd business center. So I wanted to share that with you so you get an overview of what it means to have 3 business centers from day one and how important it is for the future of your business. Thank you, guys.
Ed, if I could jump in there real quick, what you just said.
Go ahead.
I really wanted to just make everybody aware of what that really means. Imagine being, first of all, the company keeping all that income that you already earned and allowing you to earn on it again. Not once, but 2, and not 2, but 3 times. That is incredible profit sharing there. But more than that, think about being seasoned with our company for 2 or 3 years and opening a new business center and being able to capitalize on all that volume at one time. Imagine there being 100,000 and more, which there will be in volume points, and building rapidly and having, being collecting on that 100,000 points on that leg within 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying, Ed? Yeah, am I saying that correctly?
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. Yeah.
Because you're matching dollars. My goodness, you can build the highway they just put you in a 10-lane highway with nobody on it. As much as you want.
Do you know what I like about it? It's so funny. in our industry, people see it as, for lack of a better term, a get rich quick. And if they're not making tens of thousands of dollars the first month or two, there is like, oh, this doesn't work, I quit. And it is a business. It's like a marriage. You don't go into marriage and say, well, I'm going to give it a try. If it doesn't work in a couple of weeks, I'll just go get a divorce or whatever. And this is a business. It's an investment. It's an investment in your future, in your time, in your lifestyle, in your children's and your grandchildren's lifestyle. And what you did today, Ed, is you put a long-term perspective on this, because this is long-term. We are here for the long term. We're not here, for a couple weeks or a couple months or even a couple years. And you've got to think of it like that. You've got to think of it. It's like, Jim Rohn, he had this saying, and I really like, and I probably won't be able to say it exactly the way he says it, but whenever he first got involved in this industry, he worked it part-time. And 100% of the people that get in this industry get in it part-time. And he would tell people, and if I'm saying this wrong, someone correct me, but he pretty much said, when somebody asks, he says, I'm working full-time on my job, and I'm working part-time on my future, basically something like that. Yep. And then he got to the point where his income on his part-time job exceeded his income on his full-time job. And he said, I don't want to quit my full-time job because I'm going to lose my story. And I just always love that, because it is long-term. You can't, you just can't think of it as like that, some people do come in and they make $10,000 in a few months, but it's only, you don't see what they did all those years to lead up to that moment. It's like an actress or a singer, all of a sudden they're on stage and you don't see the days and hours and minutes and weeks and months and years that they struggled and went through the fire to get to where they are today. And that's what we have here. You have those same struggles and those, but that's why I said in the beginning, you have to have the burning desire.
We have a question here, guys. So to make the most, you need to purchase the family bundle, correct? I would purchase a family pack as soon as possible. Then I could make more from that point on. Is it 20% if you buy the family bundle? Yes. If you purchase the family pack and above, you immediately start earning 20% on the team when you get your pack. Again, if I were, like Ed just said earlier, we are not sure about upgrading to new packages anymore because we didn't go that route. We understood that from the beginning when people told us that we were going to earn 20%. We wanted to maximize that. And we got involved also because our family needed more helos. And, we just kind of got the vision. But again, and we had the income to do it. So those are the three important questions for any prospect or anybody new in the business. We don't want you not to get into the business because, you couldn't get a family pack. This is a serious growth business. Let's get real here. $200,000 a week is a lot of money. Okay. And so, but if you are going to get involved, you're going to build this thing. You're going to build it. You're going to get your two. You're going to help people get there too. You're going to go to Diamond. Absolutely get the family pack. Absolutely go for it. Ed, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, you know what? I just want to add something to what Vickie said earlier. She made a really good point, and I took down some notes on that, and I just wanted to kind of mention that. Thanks, Vickie, for talking about how Fabio chose network marketing to move his products. If you know the story behind our CEO, he had already accomplished a lot, had massive success before World Global Network. And he had a lot of great ideas that he wanted to bring to market. And he realized that socially, through social marketing, he could bring his ideas to market in a more rapid, viral way. And when you mentioned that before, I had read that before, and talking to him, he always kind of brings that to your attention, that he wanted to bring value products, some innovation to everyone through the social marketing system. And it's funny because today, technology has been perfecting that way of marketing. Okay, most of our purchases are done online, not because someone that we know told us. Maybe on social media someone referred us. We buy from Amazon. We never met Amazon people before. We buy from Zappos shoes, and we never met Mr. Zappo. So that whole social media, social marketing has been perfected in the last few years. And here we are, in the MLM industry, that has been part of the equation the whole time, except that in MLM, as far as we knew, the social aspect was bringing people to your home, bringing people to a hotel hall, spending money to rent those locations, or getting potato chips and soda ready for your people coming to your home. And that whole social relationship was costly for us and was difficult for a lot of people to do, because if you're trying to make a couple extra dollars, the last thing you want is to go to BJ's to get mega bag of chips to have a meeting at your home. Okay, spend more money. So here we are. Okay, we've been doing that. How many people, and I just wrote this down earlier today, how many of your Facebook friends have you actually shook their hands? But they're acquaintances, they're friends, they're people that know your friends, and they're on your Facebook somewhere, and you haven't probably said hello to them personally, And so we have accepted the fact that in the social realm of, marketing, social media, we can be friends with people, we can relate to people, yet we've never actually shook their hands or met them face to face. And we learn about them through the social media platform, which is great. Our world expands, and we learn from people otherwise would never meet. And here we are, we have a technology company that is leveraging that technology, which is already accepted, an accepted form of socializing, an accepted form of marketing. This company is actually leveraging that which is already established for us to succeed in. Okay? This is a simple system, guys. You get one of these and you tell people you got it, and you like it. And we're not looking for global acceptance. If only 2 people accept it, that's okay. You're qualified to earn from that group forever. The way it's set up for the viral, okay? Because when we share something online, someone else shares it, and they share it, and they share it, and they share it. And if we only shared it with 2 people, and they continue to share it, and they continue to share it, it's viral. And guess what, guys? You're qualified for the whole viral movement. That's viral. You don't have to worry about sponsoring a 3rd or a 4th or a 5th to gain all of that. It's a viral movement. That's why when we say it's a world network, it's a network. We connect you to the network by our code, our name, and you connect to their network through your code and your name. And that connection will be forever. So I'm glad you brought that up, Vickie, how Fabio chose this viral social marketing platform to do something that we probably have been trying to do in another way with the whole meetings and all the other crazy stuff we used to do. But now it's so much simpler. Okay, yeah. You're home, I'm home, you're at your lake house. I know Dr. Bill is up in Orlando at his office, but we all have our responsibilities, our homes, our things that we like to be close to. We don't want to separate from that. That creates more stress. So here we are in a perfect synchronization of all of those factors to our benefit. And you will never get hurt by it, because that can go viral, and you can rest assured you will earn from anything that happens in those groups, even if it's 1,000 levels deep.
You know, Ed, what you just said is so cool. I just love the word viral too, because, you know, our business is almost like a bad cold. You know, if people joined yesterday, have people on their team today. They don't know why they're there. They're just there. They're new. They're like, what happened? Who did this? You know, you caught the cold. You know, you caught the business. And that is so exciting.
Simplicity. And, you know, we always say that we want to keep it simple for it to be duplicatable. Guys, this is simple. This is duplicatable.
Ed, maybe we need to open up the lines, unmute everybody real quick. Maybe somebody has some questions today. We do have new people on, you know.
Okay, everyone is unmuted.
Does anybody have any questions for us today at all?
George, I do. Can you hear me clearly?
Sure.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
As you know, I'm a physician, a medical doctor. I've dealt with diabetics and people with all types of different types of diseases over the years. With World, I am very excited about the prospect of the blood sugar. I know you mentioned that we're going to be doing it in the fall. You think they'll roll out something soon to sort of we can anticipate? I don't want to jump the gun on Facebook and say to everybody, hey, Hilo does blood sugar readings. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
But as we get close to the fall, can we have something we can tell people about? I think that's a very important part of this company.
There was Fabio Gaudi. I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but he is diabetic, which is probably why he really big reason why he wants this app. And he has been kind of like experimenting with himself on it. And I don't know, it's a few weeks ago now, he did an image from his phone of his reading, and I posted that on Facebook on our group page. And and I agree with you, because you don't want to jump the gun too much. And what I'm doing on Facebook is I'm just asking. I asked a question the other day, something relating to that. I didn't say that we had it. I said something about, I don't know, who has to prick their finger to get their blood, get their blood glucose read, something like that. And then I made a little note about the people who were interested. And so in response to what you're saying, I think that, you just have to, keep in contact and keep connected. And as we see things, they're going to come out on the website in our correspondence section. And as you see that, then we'll post it. And I'm sure that the closer we get, the more they're going to put out. That
Yes.
Okay, we're Antonio DeRosa has a page also, and he said something a few days ago. He said, I'm very excited about this that's going to be announced in the next few days. I doubt that it's a blood glucose. I don't know. But there are things that are happening that we don't know about.
I know there'll be some announcements in May at the convention, which, by the way, I'm booking my stuff already to go there. So I know that at every major event, they do release some new information. So that's exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. And rest assured, whatever we get there will be passed along.
Yeah, guys, the reason I mentioned that, I just want to let everyone on this call know and just put my own input on this. We're looking at the thing that's going to, I believe, launch all our businesses into the stratosphere. We're going to change world history. We're about to, when people come to see me, I draw their blood. I'll take like 2 or 3 vials sometimes. We're talking about maybe 15, 20, 30 different things that we check. And now we're positioned with Hilo, with World, to change that. I mean, we may look at needles the way we look at bloodletting and leeches from the Middle Ages now,
Yes.
Bill, I'm glad you're letting everybody know how exciting this is. And, another thing too, guys, everybody we got to get connected. We have to stay connected. Sometimes people don't connect well enough with the team. They're not connecting with us, talking or getting to the right information. Get your team connected to Facebook group page. Get your team's connected numbers to the upline so that we can also send them stuff instantaneously so no one's missed. Also, get people on the Antonio DeRosso Facebook page and their information pages.
And
Get
Fabio
on
Gaudi.
Fabio Gaudi's pages. Then when they put out something new, you can post it. That's what's so exciting. You talk about what are we going to give people next? Right now, they're getting ready to launch something big. I can't say what it is. He's got a little picture there that says, guess what we're going to do? I don't know what it is, but I can only guess. The mosquito shield?
Yeah, who knows?
I think it's the mosquito shield. That's my guess.
I don't know.
But what I'm saying is these are the things that we can connect to our team. Our team can connect to their prospects. That's what's going to get people excited. We've got to get connected with the company. Really. And I know you are, Bill, but I just wanted to get that out to everybody else.
Everybody,
too.
the new people that are on the call, how important it is to be connected.
Anybody have any other questions, guys? Thank you, Bill, for that question. Good point.
Moreland.
Hey, Bob. Bob, we can't hear you.
I'm here, but I'm going. Are you done?
yeah. Do you need something? Yeah. You got a question?
No, I don't have a question.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
My phone just rang.
Got it.
Oh,
Understood. Any other questions, guys?
Actually, one of the things that I got thinking about this just at doctors is they would be a very good group of people to approach is doctors.
Yep.
That you know.
How about nutritionists? How about guys that are monitoring people's weight loss? How about all the weight loss people? Because they'll be able to see their sugar levels. If they're eating too much sugar, it turns to fat. I mean, how about the AAA people? Because we can monitor blood alcohol levels. I mean, it is for everyone, guys. This is really open your imaginations here a little bit.
We're just beginning.
Say what, Ed?
We're just beginning. We're just at the
We're
beginning.
Oh my gosh, we are just beginning. It's so exciting.
Yes, and guys, and what the secret of this is find two that are going to commit to two, not get two and go to sleep. Find two who are going to commit to two. And if that happens in 12 weeks, your life will be changed forever.
Yeah, that's one
Forever.
final thing that I want to say. And I had that mind shift, because people say, get to, help them get to. Well, immediately when you tell somebody you're going to help them, they do go to sleep. And so I kind of like had that little brain shift in my head. It's like, no, I don't want to find two people and help them get to. I want to find two people that are going to commit to getting to. My part of the helping is the training, the 3 ways, the webinars, the teaching. That is my responsibility. That's the way I'm helping. That's the way Ed helps. That's the way you are all helping. That's the way you're helping. Helping is not, well, okay, I'll get you in and I'm going to get you 2 people. That is not helping. That is handicapping them.
Yeah,
really.
People, we have all the information online. This is not a complicated, system.
I don't know how we can.
I always tell people, which part of the training didn't you understand? 2 or 2?
2 or 2.
If it's beyond that, I don't think I have that pay grade yet. But anyway, thank you so much. I don't know, anybody have any other questions?
Melinda, you have a question?
Okay.
All right, guys, have a great weekend.
Oh,
And,
one other
Thank you,
thing.
guys.
Anybody new here, Ed's phone number, Ed, give him your phone number because I usually have that on the slide. 201